I owed the state over $5,000. I owed my tax attorney over $5,000. All of that money that was phantom money that I didn't have got charged to my credit cards and completely and utterly maxed out. Any remaining credit that I had was maxed.
Right? Like Kick is known for certain kinds of content.
Let me just put it to you this way. Do you think that Iron Chef Sakai is your slave?
My slave? No, of course not.
Yeah, or do you think he's like your prostitute working a corner for you, or
not at all? I actually don't even know what his deal is, because
are you the pimp, or like because it seems to me, and you can deny this and cope all that you want, but it seems to me you're pretty seething and salty that Iron Chef Sakai is giving you what you perceive as your money to this woman.
Not at all. I could care less. In fact, with Iron Chef Sakai, it was kind of a weird thing. This was not like a guy who I knew of, who had been watching my content for like a long time and supporting. He kind of like showed up out of nowhere one day last year and just started supporting like big. And then he would disappear for like a long time. And then he would come back like 3 months later and drop another big contribution. I was like, okay, maybe he's one of those people who only watches occasionally. And then all of a sudden back in the fall, he started dropping a lot on streams. I was like, whoa. And it got to the point where he was like, well, you know, I'm on all your streams. I'm contributing a lot. Could I be a mod? And I was like, hey, I guess he's never shown me any reason not, you know, to make him a mod. He's on a lot of my streams. So, you know, I moderated him and everything. And then all of a sudden in December, I noticed his attitude toward me started to change. Like he started to say a lot of snide remarks, a lot of insults, almost like underhanded insults in the chat. And I let it slide. I'm like, whatever, it's not a big deal. And then this one day he just went nuts. Like he was like outright insulting me constantly during this one stream.
Right.
And I called him out for it publicly. I'm like, dude, you're like killing the vibe of the stream. Everyone's noticing that you're acting like this now. And he really just had nothing much to say besides that he just didn't like my content anymore. And I was like, then how could you be a moderator? So now for the record, Iron Chef Sakai is demodded on Kick. And if he continues to act the way he's acting, he's going to catch a fucking ban like anyone else would. All right? All right, get the fuck out. Now you're just full of shit. Like, what a fucking loser. He says, oh, you played Coin Game just to make me contribute. Go fuck yourself. No, really. I want you to do me a personal favor. I want you to go fuck yourself in the ass. You're a fucking loser. Right? So I demodded him. Then he went nuts. He did his whole ranting, raving stream about how he hates me and all I care about is money and all this stuff. And so,
true.
Of course, everyone knows that. So then after that, he was gone for a long time. Like he was gone for about a month, I would say, maybe. And then all of a sudden one day he comes back. Now he had been banned in Kick.
I just gotta say, Phil, like, let's get to the heart of this matter. What is this? What's going on with this Lex girl? You called her a slut.
Okay.
Now you're saying you're not upset, but you called her a slut. Go ahead.
So I don't know anything about this woman at all. I've literally.
Then why did you call her a slut?
Okay, let me tell you, because this is what happened. I don't know who she is. I don't really know her content. I've never watched her. I never heard her. None of it.
Shit, bro.
None.
You're full of shit.
I literally have. In fact, I've never said her name.
Then
Not
why
once.
call her a slut?
So Iron Chef Sakai goes over there and starts watching her, and then he comes into my chat, and he's telling everyone in my chat, "Hey, everyone, here's what she's doing. You should go check her out." And I was like, "Dude, that's obviously against the rules. You can't be advertising someone else's content."
Well, why not?
In a competing stream, because it's a business.
See, so you are upset. You are upset she took your money.
Not the money.
The viewership then?
That's right. Let me put it this way.
What are you seething about, the viewership or the money? Because you're saying, it doesn't matter, but you can't advertise a streamer in your chat, so it does matter.
There is no advertisement of anyone in my chat, because it's always been the rule. That's like the equivalent of walking into a Subway with coupons handing out for, Papa John or, what's that one? Jimmy John's, right?
Why would it be so wrong in the community? Go, hey, I saw this streamer and they were good.
That's okay. See, here's the thing. That would be fine. This literally was the entire stream. He's sitting there and he's talking about her, and he's actually trying to convince viewers to go check her out. And then they are. And then they're coming back to my chat to talk about it. It's like, but that's not what my stream is. I don't want to hear about another streamer. I'm trying to have a good time with my audience. So he basically completely derailed the stream.
The fact that Iron Chef Sakai was sprinkling untold thousands of dollars on this woman's head had nothing to do with you calling her a slut.
No, not at all.
You've not seen any of her content.
Nope.
You don't know anything about her. but you just chose to call her a slut for no reason.
All I know about her is what he said in the chat that night. That's what I know about her.
So what did he say that led you to call her a slut?
He said that on stream, her content is that she basically does aerobics on camera in a very provocative way to get people to throw her money.
The brown ones or the mustard yellow ones?
I'm wearing the mustard yellow ones.
All right, take down those drawers. Let's see the full shebang. Come on. Let's see a little bit of the outline for Brian Dunn, Phil. Show Bri your outline.
Well,
buddy.
if Brian Dunn were to drop maybe around, I don't know, 50 subs, maybe I would,
Brian, please. So you're calling her a slut. Are you aware that you show your feet in underwear for money, Phil?
Of course. Oh, frequently, right?
No,
I don't. That's not my gimmick, and you know that.
But she doesn't show her feet. She doesn't show her underwear. And you do. I'm just saying, you called her a slut. And I think it's pretty obvious you're upset that Iron Chef Sakai was giving her money. And it's okay if you were upset about it, Phil.
I legitimately was not upset about that at all. I didn't care. I cared that he was derailing my stream and advertising someone else's stream on mine. That has always been against the rules. And he knows that, by the way.
All right, let's just move on from that point. You then said that she's not a lesbian. You said that she's bi, or you said what did you say exactly, Phil?
She said she's not gay, she's bi. Yeah, that's because she wants money from simps, from dumb simps. Of course. Of course. Of course. Anyway, enough of this bullshit. So guys, let's get some support going.
You said that she's a lesbian, but she says that she's bi. So, I mean, what you're participating in, Phil, is what's called bi-erasure. And, I'm just surprised because you have in your title screen at the slideshow at the beginning that you're an LGBTQ ally. And yet here you are erasing this woman's identity, telling her that you know what her identity is better than her, but you're not upset about Iron Chef Sakai giving her the money.
Okay. So follow me on this, all right? You're a streamer. You know that there's people out there that are weak-minded simps and will throw you money if you make semi-sexualized content. It's not all the way, but hey, I work out or whatever, and people throw me money when I do it, right? Is it, the honest question to you, if you have a significant other on stream, right, and you say you're gay, and you say, I'm just gay, that's it, and this is my significant other, or if you say you're bisexual, which then would give viewers a thought, oh, wait a minute. She's bi, so she's not just gay with this person on stream. There's other, maybe I have a chance.
It just seems like it's easy for the criticisms from you to flow to her. But if anybody criticizes you, you have a real problem, right?
Everyone criticizes me every moment of every day. I don't give a shit.
But that's a lie, Phil. Come on. Come on. You see the bad. Listen, you get upset when people speculate about your love life and your partner. And yet here you are talking about this woman who apparently you have no idea about, nothing about her streaming career, nothing about her life. And here you are saying she's not actually bisexual, she's a lesbian, and she's exploiting her audience for money and this and that. And she's doing this. Like, do you not see that as hypocritical in any way, Phil?
Hypocritical? No, absolutely not. It's this simple.
No.
Iron Chef Sakai is a simp. And whoever this woman is a simp herder. This is her content. This is what she does. And that's fine. I just don't need to hear about it in my content. And I certainly don't need my streams derailed by this behavior. So Iron Chef Sakai got his ass kicked out of my streams. He's never coming back. I don't care how much more he begs, how much more he grovels, how much he offers to give me. I don't need his money. I don't need his time. I don't need simps trying to fucking derail my shit. I'm far above that shit.
Let's talk about Lesbo-Lex a little bit more. So, are you upset that she finished the Lego set quicker than you?
No, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know until someone told me.
The problem is we're now on the second stream of you doing it, and we're, halfway there? She finished it in one stream, so, are you dumber than a girl?
All I did was get this. And my audience said, will you do something different instead of just gaming?
That's part of my problem, too.
Right?
Why did you buy the cheapest, shittiest Lego set that's so boring? Couldn't we get the Death Star or Ghostbusters or Ninja Turtles or whatever?
Well, it's a demo basically, and if this is successful, I have told people I will invest into a bigger Lego set when we're done with this one.
Because
You know?
everybody's saying that the reason you're so worried about people going over there is because she was doing what you do, but better. And
Wha
I think that's why you're worried about it.
Why
So
would I care
what?
about that? I'm successful. I'm hitting my
No,
goals
I
on my
mean,
streams.
well,
I don't care
listen,
what other people
you
are
talk
doing.
about how it's a business, but if there's a competitor that's doing the same thing but better, that business will go under. No, especially when they're
No.
taking one of the largest clients of yours that
No.
gave you so much money.
I have
I'll give you an example. I'll give you an
Okay.
example
Okay.
of how you could have improved your stream and been better than her stream, but hers was better. But she turned it on and sacrificed the ad revenue,
Mhm.
but you wouldn't do it. Why? Because the ad revenue is legitimately pennies at this point, brother Phil. Like
Mhm.
like why not just turn on some like relaxing Nintendo music for your fans? Why are you so chintzy this way?
Oh, it has nothing to do with that. For me, my problem is whenever I try to put something in the background that's not my silly remixes, it ends up getting like muted or blocked. This has happened tons of times. I have like, no lie, I have like 70, 80,000 videos on YouTube, and every day I get like
But
500 notices that
just
previous
well,
videos are
there's
blocked.
a thing.
No, I'm just not, I wasn't aware that I was in any competition with anyone else to build a Lego.
Well,
This
it's
isn't
not a
like
competition. It's
Phil's
just it makes
speedrun.
you look dumber than a lesbian.
Why does it make it
Is
look
all.
wait. Why would it make me look
Because she finished
dumber?
it
Because
better.
she did it
She, fin-
faster.
she finished it quicker. Her cognitive abilities were there to do it faster.
But when I'm doing the stream, okay, I'm number one, I'm actually using a new setup, which I actually just, the same setup we actually just used to do these cards, I'm using to do the Lego now. So I'm trying to get it in frame. I'm messing with the camera and all of that to get it working. I'm not in any rush. I'm hanging out with the audience. I'm literally having a conversation with my audience. It's considered a hangout stream, right? We never were of any impression that there was a rush to finish this. I mean, if that was the case, I would have had it done the first night. I could have rushed through it and done it, but I'm not in any rush.
You know, I don't know, Phil. Like you can't have it both ways, you know, because you say that they create that atmosphere of hate around you, and then here you are doing the same thing to this girl.
Very, very, very hypocritical.
I just think if you were a bit more honest about things and were directly like, listen, fuck this slut. I don't believe in this. Da 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 da. I'm pissed that she took Iron Chef Sakai's money away from me. I think that that's, you know, something that people can understand and get behind. But this whole I wasn't upset, but I called her a slut, you know, but people can't advertise, but it's not because I'm worried about losing money stuff. It doesn't make any sense,
Well, it doesn't make any sense
you
because
know.
you don't have the same belief system as me. Like, I really am
But
not
what
upset about.
I mean,
If I
is
was
the
upset
belief
about Iron
system
Chef Sakai, why would I have
in
banned
reality?
him?
Do you live in your own world, or
Of course, I live in my own world. We all do. We all live in our own moral, values and belief systems. We all have different perspectives on stuff, and that's okay. It's okay to not agree on something. Like I said, with Iron Chef Sakai, I appreciate everything that he did for myself and my business.
so?
I really
Let
do.
me ask you
But
something,
but
because
I banned him for a reason because I had enough.
but you, but the thing is, you advertise yourself in like my chat, or you did for a
Huh.
while. Like, should I have banned you?
If you felt like you wanted to, sure,
But
and you had the right to.
would you want me to do that?
It's up to you. It's your call.
I,
There's other people who I'm friendly with, and they have come in and advertised stuff in my chat, and because I'm friendly with them, I say that's allowed.
right. Can you just admit that you were upset about losing out on the money, and
I'm
that's why you
not.
called?
I am
So
literally
is it
not
that
in
is
one
it that
piece
you
upset about that.
so it has nothing to do with the money. So is it that she's a woman? Because
No,
you know,
I
is
don't
it
like
that she's
predatory
lesbian?
content. I don't like predatory content. I never have. I feel like there's a level of content out there that's very exploitative, that takes advantage of certain people. Okay, and a lot of people will say that about me, and you might say, well, is this contradictory for yourself? My content, you know what you're going to get when you come on my stream. There's no misrepresentations of anything. You know that we're not going to be close
Well,
personal
I
friends or anything better than that. But you know that if you support my content will continue.
but
So if you like me and my content and you want to see it
I
continue and you want to support improvement,
I think
support my
when you
content.
say not, of course, most of the time the things I'm saying aren't meant to be taken literally, but I genuinely think, Phil, that if you don't make some real changes real soon and get passionate about what you're doing for your job and excited about it again, you're going to be in a really, really bad spot, bro. And, you know, you are considered one of the treasures of the internet. And we don't want to, you know, some people want to see you in a really bad place and they want to see you homeless and they want to see you die. And, you know, sometimes I understand why, but I don't want that for you. Even though I understand sometimes why they hate you so much, because sometimes you just do shit that's so. I don't want to see you die, Phil. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you win. I want to see you prosperous. I want to see the whole community, the whole vortex excited and having fun. And that's what I want. So that's why I decided to go off a little bit more tonight.
It's all good. It's totally all good.
Oh, ooh, I gotta eat it. Gotta eat it. Eat the hype. Oh,
And I think this is more transparency for the viewers too, because a lot of them seriously think that you guys are like trying to screw me and stuff, which I know neither you or Andy are. I know that, but they don't see that, right? They don't hear this. They think there's some evil plot behind it. And I get it. It's for me, it's going to be a slower process, but I think that we'll get there. It's just a matter of time and finding the right way to do it. Because again, it's a tricky thing for me. I easily could have jumped fully into the drama stuff back in the fall, right? When we were hot with it. We were. But what I started to see from my core audience, the people who were there every day to support me, was saying, Phil, what are you doing? This is not what we want for you. This is not, this is not who you are. And if you do this, we're gonna leave. And I can't just have the people who made me who I am today upset and leave. At the same time, I know I can't play games forever. It's got to be a balance. And that's, everyone wants me to run a million miles an hour towards change. I want to do things differently, but it's got to be a balanced process, and we will get there.